Let it load up here. Welcome for those that are just joining up. Welcome to the show here.
Sorry, we're a little bit late, just a little bit late.
A little late. We were talking a little bit here before. Getting the juices flowing here.
Absolutely.
RC.
Absolutely.
Welcome, guys. Joining up a little Madness Live here on Wednesday. Mostly weekly
Right.
update. Sometimes
Happy
things
hump
happen.
day, if that's still a thing,
Yeah, sure.
right?
Oh shoot, I didn't even pull up the chat on my phone here.
Let me tell you, this past weekend, wow, we were busy, but it was fun. And if you notice that you didn't see Chris on Saturday, he was out on a date with his lovely wife, Kelly, and I heard that they went to go visit, or they went to go see the Dice Man. Yes, he's still a thing, and I love the Dice Man. What can I say?
Yeah, Saturday was
It was a little nutty with the trophy race.
not too bad. We had the Oval Trophy race, March Madness over the weekend there. Pretty calm morning leading up to it, but
Right.
General stuff at the store was a pretty nice.
It was a
nice day out, wasn't it?
It was
I don't even
actually.
remember. I was inside
And you know
all
what?
day.
And you know, yeah, right. You know what? A decent turnout for Oval too. I mean, considering I think that was another big race
Full heat of Sprint Boss.
somewhere else.
A little bit of NAS truck. There was a race. They were doing the NES series in Pennsylvania.
Right.
This weekend they got the short track nationals.
Well, they went in strong. There's a lot of racing for them, or the community.
And then, they're probably getting their dirt program there set up. Bethel, Romano, getting that going.
Right.
That's going to start going for them soon. So a lot of guys will switch gears. We are getting ready to, speaking of switching gears, we are getting ready to switch to probably summer hours here coming up. We're thinking after the mini nationals is kind of going to be our pivot point. And by that, I mean a few things. One, we close a little earlier on the weekend because we don't have to stay and run oval racing. And we will switch to Thursday night TTO2 racing, and now including mini Z's on Thursday nights. This is all happening after the mini nationals, the 6th and 7th. And then Tuesday nights we'll switch from on road to back to oval for the NAS truck guys, so they still get a night for carpet. And then Tuesday night carpet racing will remain the same. And then I don't know if the week after. Well, probably the week after the opener, we'll start Friday night racing
Okay.
for the dirt.
Okay. So that's already in the middle of April.
The 14th is the dirt opener, I believe.
Right.
And then after that,
So
I would
that's
say
like the weekend after the mini nats.
the weekend after the mini nats is the opener, I believe.
Right.
You can double check with Justin on that one, but I'm pretty sure that was the plan. I think I have the first series Friday night scheduled. I can double check the date on that on the events page. And then, so summer hours coming up for the Switch soon. And then I have the mini podcast, I believe, next week. Yeah, next week with Dean. The prizes have been flowing in for this thing.
This table is not going to be big enough.
I got stuff underneath my table. I got stuff over there by the laminator, full of boxes. There's got to be
This place is going to look
at least 20 kits over there. That's not including all the little prizes, pit mats, tools, upgrade parts,
Don't even get started with the bodies painted.
everything. The guy, Bradley's coming with the bodies. That's I believe next week. Keep double checking with Dean and then forgetting. But
Absolutely.
I believe
But
we're
before
gonna
we
do
get ahead of ourselves, also a shout out again to this weekend. I'm an on-road guy.
Oh, yes.
The on-road trophy race was,
Sunday.
Yeah, it was pretty special. It was a nice turnout. We had a good turnout for the GT12 Formula One.
that. 2 heats Formula One.
I'm telling you, we had Jamie Gonzalez.
Jamie, I couldn't get him.
I'm telling you, he was running to my car, I think it was.
Yes.
And
These are all
Good stuff, Jamie.
TCS spec stuff.
that's right. And we're getting ready for the big showdown, May 5th.
Yeah.
I know, I get that too.
TCS is coming up, yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't catch Jamie. Arguably, I was a little faster, but he held it together.
And
For the whole race.
we did some racing yesterday, and you know what? If you would have put that campaign together, I'm just
If I
saying.
put it down like I did last night, I would have had it.
Yeah, it would
But he raced fair and square.
He did.
It was what it is.
And it was good to see
My
him
own
come
mistakes.
out. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if Brian, if you're listening to this podcast, I might want to borrow your 102. I was talking to Anthony, by the way, put on a good show last night, him and his son.
Anthony got a Tamiya car?
He got rid of it.
Oh, did
Because
he?
I tried to go through him, but then he said, no, Brian, I think still has his 102. So if you still have your 102, I might want to put that together to not only maybe run the outdoor program, but I might want to run in the TCS. I'm pretty excited about that. I'll probably run that, Mini, and maybe Pro Spec. But we'll chat it up when it comes up, because also, I was just speaking about my two buds, Jonathan, Chicken Little, and Kreger came up, and they were fun to watch, and we were just talking it up about all the racing that's going to go on here in the summer. But TCS came up, and they were pretty happy. I heard they might make a whole entire weekend out of it. I think a lot of people might take up that whole entire weekend, do that unofficial practice on Saturday, club race, have some dinner at Robin Hood,
Robin Hood.
not Robin Hood. We were talking about Robin Hood. Anyway,
Red Robin.
Red Robin, and then the big showdown, TCS.
Sounds good to me.
We'll get the free shirt, and
Free shirt, free car kit for winning.
that's right.
Decent amount of prizes for that race too.
I'm telling you, that's one thing they never shortchange, man. It's always, and I love it, because at the end, then you see a couple of guys, they're trading prizes, and they're, this is going to go on eBay or something.
Immediately trying to sell it.
So,
Oh well.
but again, I'm an on-road guy, and I try to just do as much as I can when I can, and I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about even racing during the week in the evening. You know what I mean? Just like a day of, any of that
I'm
happening.
game for, throwing more than
Possibly.
just GTO2s in on
Yeah,
Thursday
exactly.
evenings too.
Yeah, you know
gonna
what?
be
Maybe
doing
a
the
mini
mini
class, maybe.
We are going to be doing mini Z's.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true.
Mini Z's on Thursday.
So I'll have the AAA batteries charging while I'm getting my fix outside. Boy,
Do both really.
yeah, talk about busy.
And then now that carpet's starting to wind down too, you got to start getting those cars out on the turf track.
We thought it was going to wind down last night. I know we're in the middle of a point
Yeah.
series. I really thought that.
Wicked busy
But
last
4 strong heats of stock buggy.
Oh my god, we had what, 8 races last night?
Dude, the Dean Main had 8 guys.
Yeah. It's full racing. This is awesome. We'll keep that going all year, honestly. Whatever. Carpet racing all year on Tuesdays. That's what
Carpet racing, keep it going, man. It's a little nippy outside. It's going to be 28 degrees tonight.
Yeah, we do got a bit of a cold spell here, huh? It's just odd.
For the next 7 days, man. It's not going to
from-
get out of 30s that night.
Went from 70 degrees to back to winter.
Right. So don't forget to check your cars in the morning before you take off, because the other day, my wife, we felt like something was kind of loose coming out of the engine bay. And when I looked, the cowl, they put cowls everywhere now. When I went to lift it, there was feathers and there was hair and there was,
Oh, gosh.
yeah, right on top of the head. So I was like, what? Do I really have to worry? I just moved from New York. I mean, I had to worry about the rats sometimes, but now I got to worry about,
You got to worry about cats sleeping on
yeah,
your head.
exactly. I don't want to turn on the car and have it, part of the belt,
Yeah. Well,
But keep it going, just, if we're scheduled to have something that night or that day, come on down. Oh, and then don't forget, this coming weekend, the monster truck stuff.
yeah, I want to talk about that real quick.
Yeah. So I won't jump ahead.
2-part. Well, we might as well. We'll get
Yeah,
into
might
it.
as well, yeah.
This weekend we got coming up is actually fairly quiet weekend on Saturday. Don't think there's much planned for that. And then other than open practice
Right.
and a little bit of oval in the evening.
By the
those
way,
guys
this
come
layout, if you are going to come practice, if you have not checked out the action here for the last 2 weeks, you got to check out this layout. Just come out.
You might as well, because it's not going to be Saturday's going to be the last day it's down.
That's right. You know what? Check out this layout. Friday night, guys. Let's give it a good send off. This is a great layout. This is a layout for everybody, but this is a layout Bishop, Tyler Marcy, William, the rest of the fast guy, even young Rye. Just how did I not see Mason last night? That's beyond me. Hello,
Speaking of
Mason, if you're
Ryan,
checking out.
that race with Noto last night.
Dude, the race with Noto. Don't even get me started with AJ. Because AJ's race, the bump into the
Ryan,
B.
and Noto was the best we're watching last.
Especially watching Noto's car twice out there.
Somehow got the same paint job.
Paint job. But to see his older car against the newer one, it was pretty cool. It's too bad that he hit the wall like that, because I know he was going aggressive into that turn 1, and sometimes it gets the better of you. You roll into the wall. I get it. But for 3.5 minutes, and then they were clearing the jump nicely. They weren't touching. They were driving each other clean. You know what? If you can check it out on Live RC, if you can check out the replay on YouTube.
Within half a second.
Dude, bravo to the youngin.
Up to what? 3 minutes? 3 minutes?
I'd say they're about 3 minutes. 3 solid minutes.
Ryan whipped it into the wall, and I want to say the battery maybe came unplugged.
Just something, yeah. And then somebody
Kinda
put the
did one of
body.
these up against the wall.
Yeah,
And then the body, and then he lost the wing.
that's right.
The triple was doing one of these.
That is correct.
Yeah. And then AJ, killing it.
Dude, young AJ, Anthony Jr., Jesman, they decided to do some off-road, and I didn't know what to expect. When they came out, I thought they were going to sneak in some on-road, which he did. He ran some Formula One in the main, and so did Dan. But it was mostly off-road yesterday, and young Anthony qualified in the C. Didn't qualify in the D, qualified in the C. I think it was it was all the way in the back. And we just had a good feeling, and all of a sudden, after like 2 or 3 laps, he was already in second place. And he didn't look like he was charging hard to the front, but he was holding on a second. Everybody else was coming from 3rd to 5th. Everybody was coming, and you know what? He piped down, and he drove the pants out of that car. What a little bit of gluing on the tires.
Got the bump.
He got the bump, and I said, you know what would be super amazing? We're gonna have him on the podcast. We gotta see if it's gonna be Anthony Sr. and Anthony Jr. in the main, because Anthony Sr. had TQ'd in the second round with his brand new B7.
Yeah, that was a good
Freshly
run,
built.
too.
That was an amazing run.
Him and Valentine.
I'm telling you, Valentine, that young man, he was here early too. He was here
There
around
was
2 or 3
there
in
was
the
a lot
afternoon.
of good battles last
There
night.
was, you know what?
Towards in the mains there. We were all watching.
8 heats, 7 mains or whatever, or 8 mains. We
Yep.
were out by 10:30. You know what? If you guys are wrapping things up, I know we're talking about outside, and I can't get outside fast enough, but I have a feeling the month of March is alive and well. I have a feeling with the little cold spell. I know it's lighter outside at night,
Yeah.
but you know what? People are coming out and they're racing. Just get out here. Check out that layout before it's all gone. Come down Friday night. Let's make it a big one. Let's give it a good send-off. Last night was pretty epic. I didn't know what to expect, and yet I just came down. Maybe some on-road action.
Yeah, that's right.
We had 5 heats.
How are you
know?
going to stay? I'm going to go home.
I gotta go feed
I ended
the
up staying
dog.
all night. I ended up staying all night.
That's right. I almost put the bolt in the door.
It was pretty good.
It was fun, man.
Yeah, Tuesday night was pretty awesome. Come on out, guys.
Come on out,
Been
man.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. It's
I think we're going on week 6 or 7. I'm not sure here.
Yeah, it's getting really late into the thing, and then
Yeah.
you could see them battling. Even in the main, you can tell they're battling for whatever's left. No, I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
it's good.
You get points for TQ?
I think you get 1 point.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
That's cool.
that being said,
Yeah.
Saturday will be the last day of practice for this layout. We are going to probably shut it down 7-ish, 8 o'clock-ish Saturday. Excuse me, I'm drinking seltzer. And we're going to tear the track down and move all the jumps off to the side for monster trucks for Sunday. So there will be no off-road practice Sunday. There will be the monster truck event. And then come Tuesday, there will be a new layout down because we're going to have to put it all back together. And
Right.
might as well not put it all back together in the same way. So we'll put a new layout
So
down.
monster truck guys, because it was asked before, where exactly are we racing? You're on the big track. It's all yours.
Yeah.
They usually sometimes.
And
they do
then if you guys want to come run on road Sunday, we'll have space back there if you want to come out. I don't see why we couldn't run
That's
that.
right. Yeah, I don't think we're touching it.
Because they don't require really any of our equipment to run the monster trucks. It's all self-contained, other than maybe pitting. But since there's no off-road practice and the weather's supposed to be chilly,
Yeah.
pitting's probably not going to be too much of a problem.
Right.
So come out. Also, if you just want to come watch the monster trucks, they're pretty sweet.
Wow. I remember
I'll
last
probably
time.
turn the live camera on because they're going to be on the track anyway, so why not?
Yeah.
So you can check it out on the Facebook page and YouTube.
Right.
Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it for this weekend. And then it goes the weekend after, which
Is Easter weekend.
Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Don't really have anything planned. And then we go into the mini Nats.
That's
And
right.
then we have dirt
On
opener,
the 14th, right.
turf opener.
That's right. Big weekend right after the mini nat. So a lot going on after Easter weekend. It's almost like
Easter weekend is kind
it's
of the
more like a.
final weekend,
Yeah.
and then it's
That's right.
right into
After
it.
that, right into it. Right.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for the
scheduling.
and updates. I guess we'll swap to a little Q&A time. See what you got. I'll
Absolutely.
look through the chat here. Been seeing some action. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. What's up? What's up, Tony D? Can we run 1RCs on Tuesday nights? I don't have a problem with that. I will definitely get that going if you want to promote it as well on the Oval page.
That's a great idea.
No problem with that. They just run the NAS truck, so second class of mini cars is not really a problem for me. Tom, what's up? Matt, what's going on? Gallbladder issues. Sorry about that, Tony. That's rough. My mom had a bit of a problem with that in the past there and ended up having to get taken out, but man, it was a mess. What do we got? Vintage. What are you saying vintage for, Nick? Want to race vintage? I know you want to race those vintage cars.
But,
the problem with the vintage cars is
parts, huh?
their parts are vintage.
Right. Unfortunately.
You're going to break one arm at the beginning of the day, and you're done for the next 3 months trying to find the part for it.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to buy another vintage just to get it fixed.
It is almost 1/8 dirt season in turf. Yes, it is. Almost. Almost. Tom, I got a request that I got to run by you from another customer looking to do maybe a driving clinic on the carpet track. You and Andrew, just setting up the hot lines, braking, hitting the jumps.
And it was nice to see the attendance for the last one.
Yeah, the tire gluing.
Yeah, that looked like it was very busy. With the video, you had the camera on the
Yeah,
video.
I walked by and
Actually, that was a great idea.
A little bit, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But Tom, if you're interested, driving lesson, have someone ask me, we can talk about it more. Bradley tuning in, what's going on? John, what are you asking me about your sledge? I would say the 1650, but I just don't know if it'll fit in that motor mount. That's the problem. If we can get that motor in there, I would say just the 1650. But I don't know if M2C maybe makes a different mount for that. Lots happened last night with the B7. That was Ryan. You had a great run, kid. I mean,
you did, yeah.
I know you hit the wall there, and that was a bit of a bummer, but
no, but you know what? He was driving it hard. You know what? Noto was gaining on him a bit.
You were doing it for the fans.
Yeah, you put on a good show, man.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Tony, thank you for the stars. Appreciate that. Anthony did have the fresh Bishop built car. Let me tell you, it looked good.
Yes. I gotta say,
Andrew put it together.
Just to add to that, on Sunday when I saw Anthony, I got excited because I thought he was going to be part of the trophy race, the on-road trophy race. Right away, getting the car out, his B7, and he went right out to the track. And for a moment, I thought he was just running another mod car out there. It looked so fast. It looked so easy to drive.
Looked nice too. He said he found it online.
Yeah, it was just somebody who painted it, and the price was just right. But you know what? That thing looked. He settled in nicely for that second qualifier that got him over the top to TQ it, but he didn't even have time to practice. He didn't have time for anything. He was working on his son's car. By the way, his son was running the Schumacher, and that looked amazing. But that B7 was just out of this world. You weren't going to touch it. You had to come
Andrew
correct.
Got to set up nice.
Andrew, bravo. And he does go out there.
I'm going to have to give him mine.
Hey, you know what? Either that or maybe freshen it up with the B64.
Oh, that 6.4's hurting.
I'm just saying.
I rented that one out for a few days, and it
right.
You got to work out. It's all good. He had fun with it.
It's all good.
It don't matter.
He went home and he'll think about it. He's going to call you one day and say, "How's my car?"
Yeah, I got a fix for you. With the triple and straight on new layout. Hard to say, bud. We kind of just build them in the moment.
Right.
I would imagine there'll be a straightaway. Most of the time we run a straight, more often than not.
Right.
The triple, I don't know. We might take a break from the triple. I don't know. We're going to be moving out to the turf track, so a lot of mod action is going to be going on out there.
And we want a layout.
This
So
layout going.
Everybody.
Yeah, this layout going in is. I mean, I can't make any promises, but I'd like to see just an easier one because it's probably going to be in for a long time. Because we're going into summer.
We can put that humongous triple, maybe a diagonal triple for the turf.
Definitely a big triple out on the turf.
I'm just saying.
The track inside's not really going to get set up for a trophy event for a while. So it'll probably just be a little on the easier side for open practice.
Something like this, maybe without a triple.
Yeah, probably something like that.
tabletop looked like fun too. So maybe a corner one.
What else do we got here? So not too many more. Anybody have any more questions for us today before we check out? I like the support here, guys. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Hopefully we get a little bit nicer weather coming up. A little cold and windy out there, so we'll start hopefully working on that dirt track. It rained quite hard today, so we just got to let that dry out.
And I think we got some weather coming for Saturday.
Yeah, we do have some weather coming through. I'd like to set up the bashing area in the back too, so we got a place to play outside. Still talking about using the drag strip for a little bit of drifting, maybe rolling out a little outdoor carpet. Let me know what you guys want to do about that. That's pretty much all I got.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, as always, guys, I appreciate you checking in.
We really do, guys. Subscribe, hit that. Just by doing that, you can help us out, hit all the buttons, and we just want everybody to just spread the word in the RC community. We just want them to know that we're excited about this year. We're excited about outdoor anything from the on-road stuff on Saturdays.
Matt snuck in one more question.
Yeah, let's get another question.
Thursdays will stay mini racing until the mini nats. Yes. It just is not going to count as any series. They're just not going to start another series. And then it'll move to TTO2 racing on the asphalt track. We'll get that set up after the mini nats.
Yeah, so you know what, TTO2, look into that product. We got plenty of it here, and we got plenty of guys that know setup. And And if you get it early, there is a class, TTO2 class, at the TCS race. Maybe they want to dabble in that. But other than that, it's looking really promising. 2024 started very strong with the jams and the February freezer. So yeah, it's been a very strong year.
To keep it running.
A lot of people want to get out, man. They want to get out. They want to be out of the house, out of each other's hair at home, bumping into each other. Come on out, man. This hobby is the best it's ever been. Got great clinics. Got people that want to talk it up and teach you how it's all done. And it's only going to get better. I'm telling you, yesterday I was so proud of that stock class, man. Dude, that's no accident. The D main had 8 drivers. Yeah. And they were battling. They wanted to get to the next stop. I mean, you know what? We had 8 of the fastest drivers in that A main. It was almost like boring. In the beginning, because they're all single file. It's just like everybody's just.
It's awesome.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Bravo to you guys. And you know what? Another thing, that GT12 class on Sunday, that trophy race, we had a grid of 9.
That was pretty epic,
dude. And I saw it on YouTube. You know what? GT12. You don't have to have the latest and greatest. I was driving your car yesterday for giggles and stuff, and that thing drove. Beef's car.
I've been racing Beef's F1. Beef's been sponsoring our
That's right, program. F1, and you know what? Two shoeies right there.
Schumacher, yeah.
Bravo! But that main 9 car, and everybody finished. It was a 6-minute main. Everybody finished. It was nice. Listen, I'm an on-road guy again. I said it for the 14th time, and I'll cover that part. Heli and everything else that comes in between. But please, support the hobby shop. Support the local painters. There were people delivering stuff yesterday from your canopy. We had Eric from Dominator. He painted an unbelievable. I should have bought it today to show you guys a GT12. Maybe I'll do that next week.
It's Tommy.
Look at this thing.
That's for the RS7.
I mean, support your local people, man. We'll
Tommy painted it up. Pass
along information. If they got business cards, we'll have them available. Maybe I'll even wear a shirt. Maybe Dominator's got a shirt that I can wear. Maybe Tommy's got a shirt that I can wear with some information. You know what?
Freestyle.
Tommy's freestyle, but you know what? He's got some
painting clinic there for Bradley. He might have some ideas.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's right. So support. Keep supporting the local stuff. Even the eats in the area. I'm from New York City, but you know what? The eats in this area, excellent, man. Excellent. And again, guys, support. We love you guys, and we thank you for tuning in. And as always, the next one is going to be the best one.
Next one.
So please, guys,